I bought a 2002 Lexus SC430 with 148,000 miles. I am the 8th owner, has 2 accidents, and we're going to talk to the previous owner.
The entertainment system a little bit old.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Mike the Baldadonis, and I buy and sell cars. I talk about the pros and cons and my overall impressions. I do travel videos throughout New England, and I talk about my personal life experiences. So why would I buy a car with so many owners, 2 minor accidents? Well, it's a convertible. People use these as a fun car, the second car, the third car. And to be honest with you, a New England car does not get used in the winter. A convertible, I should say, does not get used so much in the winter unless it's all-wheel drive up here, usually. Now, it's a Florida car. That was the #1 thing I was drawn to. 2, the color combination I think is stunning. 3, the maintenance on this vehicle is unbelievable. It's from day 1 to right now. So many things, and it's all at Lexus. That is the main reason why I bought the vehicle. And I learned a long time ago from a gentleman that bought a Mustang for me. I used to buy a lot of 5.0s back in the day. And I said, oh, this car needs this and that. And he's like, buddy, I'm gonna sell it myself. I was like, oh, okay. And he goes, there's an ass for every seat. And that is very true. As soon as somebody sees this car, they're gonna want it, and they're gonna buy it, and they're gonna love it. And the 2 accidents was very minor, a little bit on the back bumper, and then on the front driver's side fender and bumper right there in the crease. So we're going to talk to the previous owner. I'm terrible with names. I think it's Ben. So when you watch this, Ben, don't be mad. I apologize. I'm just terrible with names. He's going to talk about what he liked about it and what he did not like about it. So let's take a look.
Hi Mike, so I own this car for about a year. I haven't driven it that much because, snow. But during the summer, I drive it. I love it because of the smooth transition between when you're driving it and going local on highway. It's great. And if you have a top down, people will give you a look because of how sharp the car is looking. But regretfully, I have to let it go because things happen. So, the first thing I like about it is how quiet and smooth when you're driving down the highway. And also, beside the radio is not great, but that's always can be improved. But overall, the sound quality is still great for a 2002 car, used car. So, and another thing that I like about it is the seat. Even though it's old and it's it's a little bit cracked in there, but it's still comfortable enough to drive it daily. Also, yes, I do like the handling of it. Even though the turn radius may be a little bit too narrow, too wide for me, but I think it's still a very sharp turn radius compared to like those European car like BMW or Audi. That's what I like about it too as well. Another thing that I like about it is the look of the car. Even though, some people might say it's a bit old looking, but for me, the classic looking of it is what make it look beautiful. Like especially with the indigo ink exterior color with the saddle color in the interior, it's a great combination overall car. So things that I don't like about it is, one is the entertainment system a little bit old. So as you know, it's 2002, it's a bit old compared to nowadays, but I think with an upgrade with the Apple CarPlay or Android CarPlay head unit, it would be sound fantastic. Another thing that I don't like is the sometimes the interior when you have the roof down and when you're driving on a highway, it's a bit noisy sometimes. But compared to when you have the roof top down, it's still quieter than that. Lastly, the one thing that I don't like is the back seat. It's so narrow. I have two sons, and I can only bring one at a time. So consider that. I think that's what I don't like about it.
3.5 years ago, I actually owned the same car. It was a 2004 silver with the black interior. I did a video about it, and it did actually very well for me with the views. And the funny thing is, Ben actually saw the video while looking for an SC430, so I thought that was pretty cool. Buying and selling cars for many years, I can tell you the pros and cons of each vehicle I buy, and I usually do. But because I have several repair shops that I can take my cars to, I want a Toyota Lexus specialist to go through it and talk to you guys exactly what these cars need, what breaks, what doesn't break, and we're gonna just do an overall checkup on the car. So that will be next week. Some of the things the car may need: brakes. They feel a little low, but also there is when you push the brake pedal, it does So it may be a power booster, which actually came with the car. Like I said, we'll check that out. Rear shocks seem a little bouncy on the rear end. You know, she shakes that ass pretty good. The steering feels a little off. Now, I haven't driven an SC430, like I said, in almost 4 years. So it does feel like it takes its time taking a left and a right. So we'll check that out as well. It might be a power steering rack. I don't know, but we will check that out. And then we'll go to the detail shop and we'll clean up those headlights, maybe do a quick polish on it and see how she looks. If you guys really want to know why I buy Lexus Toyotas, because they last forever. You can see my FJ Cruiser with 321,000 miles. That's when I sold it, and the gentleman is still driving it over a year ago. I have many Lexus and Toyota videos with high miles. I don't mind buying high miles as long as it was well maintained. And you can see on Scotty Kilmer's videos that this Lexus that he's looking at has 700,000 miles. These engines can definitely go 1 million miles if taken care of. So almost 2 weeks ago, I sold my BMW X5 diesel that was tuned, and it was a sport package. I absolutely loved that vehicle. The only thing I didn't like was the suspension. Since I sold the BMW X5, my daily driver is a 2007 BMW M6 convertible. I did a mini series on it. I'm wrapping up that whole series. I got one more video, give or take. But in the last video I did, I talked about the situation where the top doesn't always close. It's called the Bozeman poke. You tap the arm in the convertible and it will fix everything and it will shut the top. So the day after I washed it and made it look good, I put the top down, and when I went to put the top up, the same problem came. So for a couple of weeks, the Bozeman poke solved the problem, but I think that's the way these BMWs are. They're a little finicky. All convertibles have issues at some point or another, and you know, I will talk about that in the last video. Last but not least, I talk about my blood clot that I got in my leg, in my lungs. I did get test results. The doctor still hasn't called me back, which I'm very aggravated about, because it shows there's something still in my lungs. It's not the blood clot, but there may be something else cancerous. We don't know. But why doesn't the doctor call me and tell me what the fuck's going on so I can relax? All right, so that will be an upcoming video talking about all that stuff. Other than that, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. Until the next video, Baldadonis out.